Um, but yeah. Feliz Domingo, it's Sunday, and I honestly feel like absolute trash right now. Basura, garbage. It is fully 2 p.m. This is all thanks to the fact that I went to sleep so late last night. And before you ask me, like, oh my gosh, did you have a rager? Did you go to the club? Did you go to the bars? No. Assista fully did not have any reason to be up as late as I was, but it happened and I'm paying the consequences. Yeah. We are now here. A lot of emotions going on right now. My period is going to start in about 5 days. Anyone who menstruates, you know that the week leading up to your period is just all the emotions, it's all of the moodiness. So I was gonna call up a friend and I decided I'm just going to turn on my camera and I'm gonna talk to you. I know there's a person on the other side of this camera. I think that you can hold me accountable to actually get things done today and to clean up my apartment, get dressed. I'm still wearing this like Amazon throw on dress pajamas thing that I been wearing for the past 12 hours. And not just that, I also feel a little bit overwhelmed with YouTube. No. Maybe this should be a conversation for a little bit later once I've actually done things with my day. Or maybe I'll make some cafecito and chat about it, you know. You know the vibe. But for now, so what I'm gonna do, I actually took out all of the little bags that were under my bed that have all of my sweaters and my all of the fall and winter stuff. And I think I might just like kind of leave them in a corner in my apartment until I'm fully ready to exchange all of my summer stuff with my fall stuff. It's all about the tiny tasks. Sometimes if you're not feeling motivated, you just got to start light. We did something easy, but we did something. I also just bought, this is not related to what I'm about to say, but I got a box cutter and this is amazing. I'm actually so excited because I just got a new pack of Nespresso pods. They're a flavor that I have never tried before. Fun fact, I actually never drink a full like cup of regular coffee. I'm just exclusively a latte girl or cappuccinos. Does that mean I'm a child? I just like my coffee to be creamy. I got these. These are the Voltesso espresso pods. This one is more of a blonde roast, and I'm very excited because it's gonna be a little bit sweeter. And I also really like my coffee sweet, which again, does that mean I'm a child? So, okay, I am in my mini kitchen. It's so funny actually. Can I just talk about really quick how in New York City renting market is so deceitful because they described this as a kitchen, but this is a kitchenette. This is an easy bake oven kitchen. And thankfully I've been able to make it work because I put up these shelves. That is the key to a small apartment is vertical storage. Stacking things on top of each other, using shelves, anything that you can like pick up from the ground is key. Why am I in my kitchen? The way I prepare my shot of espresso, this is a tiny little espresso shot that I got from Amazon. It's so cute. I take half a teaspoon of brown sugar. This is nothing revolutionary. I'm sure so many other people do this and prepare their coffee this way, but I just needed to tell you, okay? I'm gonna put the blonde roast espresso shot in this and then I let it cool. And then I pour it over ice and then I add my oat milk. I am trying to trick myself into not skipping out on going to the gym because I find that if I put on a cozy lounge set, then the chances of me going to the gym drop by like 60 to 70%. I'm like, okay, if I put on the workout set, then 50% of the work is done. I've already mentally prepared myself to go to the gym later and I'm already like in the set, so there's no excuses. I can't be like, oh my gosh, I'm still in this cozy lounge set. I'm gonna have to change and figure out what I'm gonna wear. So life hacks. The next order of business, I need to clean up. Okay, there's two different things in my mind. There's clean up, which is like pick up things that are on the ground, pick up things that are in the wrong place, put them in the right place. And then there is to actually clean, scrubbing the floor. Will I get to the cleaning part? I don't know, but I desperately need to clean up. It's just making me crazy. It's making me crazy. Apartment is pretty much tidy now. Amazing. I'm so proud of myself. You see, just turning on the camera and feeling like I'm chatting with a friend while I'm getting things done just helps so much. If you're not a YouTuber and you don't just casually turn on your camera when you're cleaning and doing things, call a friend. Call a friend, call your sister, call your mother, call your brother, call your father. But another thing that I'm trying to be better at is being a better plant mama. I'm actually decent with keeping my plants alive because I actually strategically buy plants that are very hard to kill. Yesterday, I went over to my old roommate's slash current still friend apartment and she gave me some plant food, which is very interesting. It's literally like this bright blue stuff. She said you need literally like the tiniest amount and you put it in a bunch of water. I'm gonna actually put it in my watering can. This watering can, can I just talk about the story behind this watering can? I got this in Belgium. I know, that's like so cool, right? I'm a world traveler. When I lived in France for a year right after I graduated college, I traveled around Europe, as one would. And I went with my sister to Brussels, Belgium, and we went to this cute coffee shop. It was like a coffee slash plant shop. They actually also sold these really beautiful watering cans, and I bought one for myself and I bought one for my mom, and I just love it. Anyways, I just needed to talk about this watering can. Wow, a lot has been done in the Luna household today. Salud! I finally took out my espresso shot from the fridge that I made a huge deal about, but I am very excited to try the new Nespresso pod. Okay, so let's try it. That's real good. And if you're freaking out, this is gonna fall, trust me. I am very aware that it's here. I am still looking for a coffee table. So I wanna chat, quiero platicar, but I just wanna talk about YouTube in general. I started my channel when I was in college. I started it my junior year, like seriously, well, not really even seriously, because I was never consistent with it because I was so busy. But I started it more seriously junior year of college. I started off doing my solo channel with fashion, and I loved fashion. I liked to do like these little skits that I really do miss doing because I always felt so like that creativity that I had at that time in my life was just out of this world, in my opinion, because I just was so proud of every single YouTube video that I would put out. And then I became a UX designer and my content kind of shifted more towards UX design, technology, working from home. You know, obviously I love UX design and I love being in tech because I am in tech, and if I didn't love it, I would, wouldn't be making content about it and encouraging other people to break into tech. But I'm kind of missing that creativity that I used to have with my channel. I never wanted to be a full-fledged like UX design channel because I spent so much time doing my job day to day, and to make content in addition to my job about UX design is just really exhausting. I think I kind of want to shift gears a little bit, and I don't know if anyone actually cares. I think it's very therapeutic for me to talk about it. So the other day I sat down with myself and I was like, okay, what kind of content do I like to consume, and what do I want to provide? the whole thing about YouTube and being a content creator and putting out content is that you want to give some kind of value to who's watching it. So I think what I'm trying to say is that I want to focus a little bit less on being very specific with creating UX design content. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be making like here and there tech, more general tech content. Overall, I want to be a little bit more creative, a little bit less focused directly on UX design, and a little bit more about just being your best self. I've been dying and wanting to do kind of like a rebrand for so long. Even like little things, like the banner on my YouTube channel homepage is so old. That's my little update. It was very cathartic for me, actually. Thank you for listening. Hola mami, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué hiciste tú? Hey amigos, we are literally how we started this video. I'm wearing the exact pajamas that I was wearing. I have my Invisalign trays in that give me the lovely lisp that, you know, brings me so much character. So I'm actually reading 2 books right now. The first one is The Body Keeps the Score. This book talks about, at least I'm literally only 4% into the book, so I'm not very far at all. But this book essentially talks about the role that trauma has on our bodies and how it can trigger not only mental illness, but it can also trigger more physical ailments. I don't know where I read this, but I've read it in a couple of places, and apparently some people who have fibromyalgia actually have a history of child abuse, which is crazy. Fibromyalgia, if you don't know, it's basically like a chronic pain condition where you just feel pain. It can really affect any part of your body. It can be your hands. It sometimes, I've heard, it feels like arthritis. It can affect your back. It can affect your neck, and it can affect your head. It can affect anything. You know, obviously we know that child abuse and just negative experiences as a young person can affect your emotional health. So like your mental health, it can give you anxiety. You may develop depression, PTSD, bipolar. Like there's so many things that can come that are rooted in childhood and rooted in not even just childhood, but just previous experiences that you've had, even if you're an adult. But no one talks about how it can affect your physical health, pain and inflammation and nerve damage and nerve pain, all of that. The second one that I'm reading is kind of a mouthful. It's called Rewire Your Anxious Brain: How to Use the Neuroscience of Fear to End Anxiety, Panic, and Worry. As someone who has dealt with anxiety for honestly as long as I can remember, I remember having my first panic attack. I think I was literally 7. And I'm just such a proponent that knowledge is power, because the more you know, the more you're equipped, the better you're equipped to deal with and solve the problem that you're having. Even if you don't suffer with anxiety, if it's depression, if it's OCD, if it's bipolar, I think it's really important to know the way that your brain works and why you're experiencing what you're experiencing. That's what I'm reading. Oh, some light reading before I take a slumber. I feel like I've talked so much during this vlog, and I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I know some people like the aesthetic, the quick cuts, but I think every once in a while it is really nice to just sit and chat and just keep you updated on what I'm thinking. Tomorrow's Monday. We got this, fam. We got this, amigos. We got this, familia. We can do it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate your company, your time, your attention, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Adios.